honourable member from Barrie Innisfil.
People in Ontario went into full panic mode last night, lining up to fill up because gas was going up to $1.80 a litre, the highest it's been in 2 years. 18 cents in every litre of gas is because of this NDP Liberal Prime Minister's carbon tax. And by the time the costly coalition is done, the carbon tax will quadruple, rising 61 cents a litre. After 9 years and an extra $10 to fill up overnight, the Prime Minister is not worth the cost. How about cancelling the carbon tax on gas this summer so Canadians can at least enjoy that time-honoured tradition of a road trip?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Mr. Speaker, when the Conservatives blame the cost of living crisis on carbon pricing and proven emissions reduction strategies, they're only serving the greedy corporate interests of billionaire grocery and oil and gas executives. There's no rebate on the provincial gas tax that Danielle Smith jacked up on Albertans on April 1st. There's no rebate on the summer fuel surcharge or excessive oil and gas profits. But the Canada carbon rebate is 4 quarterly payments per year as an incentive to use a little less and get a little bit more tax-free cash in your account 4 times a year. These Conservatives don't have a plan for affordability. They don't have a plan for the environment. They consistently prioritize the corporate interests of their greedy oil and gas masters over the needs of everyday Canadians.
Order. The honourable member from Barrie Innisfil.
If that member is so confident in the carbon tax, I dare him to convince the Prime Minister to call an election. The increase caused so much panic and long lines at gas stations across Barrie Innisfil last night. Costco was so busy that cars were lined up in live traffic on Mapleview. The NDP Liberal government plans on quadrupling the carbon tax to 61 cents a litre. The lineups and panic across the country shows that after 9 years, Canadians can no longer afford this costly coalition. Why don't they just come and live with reality and axe the carbon tax so Canadians can afford life?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Environment and Climate Change.
Speaker, there was an election on the carbon tax. In fact, there was 3 of them. We won them all. And last election, they ran on a promise with Aaron O'Toole. Remember that? Remember his little cover? He cared about the environment for a change. Conservatives all of a sudden cared about climate change, and they were going to use carbon pricing to lower emissions. Well, they lost. But they still all ran on that promise to price carbon. But when this new member of Parliament, the leader of the Conservatives, the petro puppet of Carleton, came in play,
Order. Colleagues, we can be pointed, we can be passionate, and we can be many things. But what we must always remain to do is to make sure that we're carrying ourselves and we refer to each other politely. The honourable member, the honourable Parliamentary Secretary knows that. I'm going to ask him just to withdraw that part of his statement, and then he has 5 seconds to finish his question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. These Conservatives can dish it out, but they ran on carbon pricing, and they've got no integrity for fighting it at this stage.
I did ask the Honourable Parliamentary Secretary just to withdraw that part of his statement so that we could stay on the right side of being polite. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Mr. Speaker, I apologize for causing a little bit of disruption. It seems that the Conservatives are having